They always climb up here, acting like they are in some epic saga, completely ignoring the ice.
Welcome back to the show. Tonight, we delve into why every mountain culture fears the exact same cave entity. From the Himalayas to the Andes, the legends all share one terrifying, unmistakable common denominator. Please welcome the source of millennia of nightmares, the sovereign of the summit, the Karst.
Thank you, Alara. I must say your studio has far fewer sacrificial altars than I was led to believe. I specifically requested a bleeding trough, but I suppose a coffee mug will suffice for tonight.
We freshen the mugs at least. Let's start with the Inuit legends. They claim you demand a blood ritual every winter solstice.
Blood ritual, please. It was just the annual community tax assessment. Very standard paperwork, a little hemoglobin.
Paperwork? The carvings say the snow turned red with the wrath of the mountain. You collected taxes?
Do you know how hard it is to get ancient tribes to fill out quota forms in triplicate? Seal my magic? He slipped on a patch of frozen yak butter and knocked himself unconscious on my doorframe. I just finished mopping that entrance hall, and he comes barreling in like a clumsy ox.
So he did not nobly seal the dark magic, he just concussed himself on your doorstep while you were cleaning?
Precisely. It was quite the mess. I dragged him inside to stop the draft. The next morning, his friends declared him a holy martyr. I just went along with it.
That is an incredible PR spin. But what about the Curse of the Weeping Skulls? That sounds distinctly supernatural.
Weeping skulls? Those are just the helmets left behind by clumsy travelers echoing through the cave acoustics. The wind blows through their hollow heads, and suddenly I am orchestrating a ghost choir.
You were just doing acoustic dampening. That completely ruins the horror vibe of the Andean legends.
I have sensitive hearing. Those conquistadors were loud enough without their hollow headgear amplifying the draft.
Well, speaking of loud neighbors, we have some fan mail from historical figures who were not thrilled with you. This one is from a monastery in Tibet, circa 1400. It says, and I quote, "The Entu devoured our entire yak herd in a single night."
That is a vicious lie! I am strictly lactose intolerant. Their yak herd wandered off a cliff trying to flee my neighbor.
I tried to warn them, but stampeding yaks do not exactly listen to reason.
So you are a bureaucratic, noise-sensitive neighbor who gets blamed for bad livestock management?
Sounds rough. Exactly. Do you know how hard it is to maintain a scary persona when your neighbors keep tripping over their own feet?
Let us move to another complaint. This one is carved into a stone tablet from the Bronze Age. It says, "The mountain lord cursed their village with eternal frost because they failed to appease you with offerings."
Eternal frost? They left their granary door open. I merely pointed out the draft was letting the heat out. It is basic thermodynamics, not a curse. But try explaining that to a panicking Bronze Age farmer. It's basic thermodynamics, not a curse. But try explaining that to a panicking Bronze Age farmer.
So you are basically an ancient energy efficiency auditor. I bet that gets lonely up there in the ice.
It has its moments. The acoustics are great for podcasting, but the Wi-Fi is absolutely terrible.
Let us get serious for a moment. The Sami people describe a deep, unending melancholy that settles over anyone who sees you.
That is not a curse, that is just empathy. They look at me and finally realize that eternity is incredibly long.
That is actually quite beautiful, in a depressing ancient monster sort of way.
Do you ever get visitors who are not terrified? Once, a lost hiker shared a granola bar with me. We watched the sunset. Then he ran away screaming when I asked for the Wi-Fi.
Online shopping habit. Do you know how hard it is to find suits tailored for an emaciated antlered frame?
You try maintaining a terrifying aesthetic using only bone jewelry and a frayed loincloth for 3 millennia.
Oh, you look absolutely dashing tonight. That suit really does wonders for the emaciated antlered frame. Thank you. I had it tailored downtown. They did not even flinch when I asked for extra armhole room. That is all the time we have tonight. Give it up for the terrifying tax-collecting Karst.
Remember, folks, always close your granary doors and pay your mountain taxes.
What a guy. Join us tomorrow when we interview Sebastian Proboway.